Good morning, everybody. I was going to go and stream live to the Pink Parlor Facebook page, but unfortunately, I cannot get Zoom to cooperate and live stream out there for me despite multiple attempts. So I'm not sure what the difficulty is. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share and share a video with you about Monique Coleman. And then following that, I am going to give a short presentation on just three tips for 3 different products that I'm really liking, not just this summer, but like all the time. So away we go. Let's see here, where we go. Screen share. And I always have to hunt for what I want. There we go.
Hi everyone, my name is Monique Coleman. I am an actress, producer, and so honored to be Mary Kay's first ever Pink Changing Lives honoree. And I would like to give such a warm welcome to all of the Mary Kay consultants, friends, family, and guests. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really wanted to take this moment to talk about fostering self-discovery and advocating for beauty during uncertain times. We're obviously all quarantined right now, and this pandemic has really taken a toll on many people. But what I'm excited about is the message and the spirit of Mary Kay, and really knowing that this group of people understands and has the tools that we need to survive any situation. And that is why I am so passionate about partnering up with Mary Kay to be able to speak with you today and to share a little bit about my journey and what I've been experiencing during the pandemic and during quarantine, hopefully to be able to inspire all of you and be able to come together as women in this community to really be able to move forward and take what we learned right now and apply it to any time in our lives. During this pandemic has been really interesting for me because although many people know me as a public figure, I was in High School Musical, I was the United Nations Youth Champion, I've traveled all around the world. But what I've really come to learn about myself is that there were many hidden gifts and talents that I had that I still wasn't really sharing with the world. And it's been really incredible during this time to kind of be more reflective, to dig deep, to go within, and to uncover some of those things. And a few of them have been dancing, singing, expressing myself, which you probably are thinking, well, you were already doing that. What are you talking about? But I think it's one thing for me to tell someone else's story. It's entirely different to share my own. And I really want to encourage all of you to do that, to take some time and to implement some very simple things to open your mind and really use this opportunity to launch us into our futures. And one thing that I've been doing a lot is journaling. I think it's really helpful to get pen to paper and to share your ideas and to get those thoughts out of your mind and really enjoy this moment of being more quiet or at peace. Some of you might be thinking, I'm not quiet and I am not a peace girl. My kids are home with me and it is crazy. And to that I would say, it's also interesting time to look at the gifts in our experiences. Many of us were going through our lives in a routine of some sort. And although a lot of us here are entrepreneurs of sorts, a lot of us had a way that we did things. And now everything is different and it doesn't fit in how we used to do it. But that's okay. We don't have to continue on the same path to get the results that we ultimately want. Oftentimes the things that we imagine and how we see things playing out isn't really what it is, and things can turn out a lot better than we think they will. So a couple of things that I've been doing is I actually launched a show called Stay Motivated, and it's an interview series where I interview lots of different people about what they're doing to stay motivated during this time. I also started something called Get Your Move On, where I've been taking to social media to help people shake off their anxiety, get out of their heads, and get into their bodies, which is something that's so important. And I want to encourage all of us here to do that as well. And I've also been going online and sharing soulful conversations with one of my dear friends, Romeo, and we've been doing something called In the Flow with Ro and Mo. Now, these are all ideas that I have had for years and years that I was sitting on. These are things that I knew I wanted to do, but for some reason never had the time, or honestly didn't have the courage to put myself out there in that way. And it has been so rewarding to let go of the perfectionism, to shake off this idea of how people perceive my brand, and to express more of those parts of myself. And I know a lot of us put a lot of our attention on other people, and this is a beautiful time to redirect some of that attention back to yourself. Are there dormant dreams that you have? Are there things that you used to do when you were younger that you just stopped doing? Painting or writing or reading certain types of books? Are there people that you've always wanted to talk to that you miss, that are in your family or otherwise, or ideas that have come to your head that you just never took the time to, or never had the time really, to pause and take action on those things? I really want to encourage all of you to dig deep and to wake up those dormant dreams. Many of us were on a path where you're going down that path and it seems like this is the only way, and then all of a sudden we get interrupted and reminded that life is fluid, it's ever evolving. And although this might seem like an uncertain time right now, we have been through so many uncertainties, and we will continuously do so. And that's one of the things I love about Mary Kay, is that Mary Kay truly does withstand the test of time. And when we link arms and we support one another as women, there really isn't anything that we can't do. So I really want to encourage us, spend time with more women. One thing that you can do is host a Mary Kay virtual spa party. You can use some of my favorite products like this sheet mask. I love this mask so much. I actually wear it when I'm flying. I look like a crazy person, but it's fine. And I know we're not flying right now, but when we get back to being out in the world, this, trust me, you might look crazy, but you'll feel great afterwards. But this is one of my favorites. And anything, you guys can get together and use beauty and use self-care as a chance to talk about how you're feeling. That's one of the things I think is really missing in our society right now, is real, genuine, sincere conversation, regardless of what's going on. So I want to encourage you to schedule that Zoom call, get everyone together, do some facials, take care of yourself, try new products, and really share what you're actually going through, because that is the power of when women get together, right? Another thing that I want to recommend is get dressed. Now, I gotta tell you, I have not been putting my pants on every day, but I will say that on the days that I do, I feel so much better. For me, one of my favorite things is a great lip. So this one is one of my favorites. It's actually, let's see, the Hot Pink Rose Bonbon. That's the color I have on right now. A lip, a shadow, whatever it is for you that makes you feel beautiful, gives you the opportunity to really take time with yourself. I know a lot of us are thinking, well, I don't have anywhere to go, I don't have anywhere to be. But sometimes just pulling yourself together reminds you that it doesn't matter. You are a human being, not a human doing. So it doesn't really matter what you do. It matters how you feel, and it matters that you're waking up and you are. For me, this is sometimes my armor. Quarantine at times has been lonely. It's been difficult. I haven't always been able to find that inspiration and that positivity. But on days where I get dressed and I pull it together, I find that by the end of the day, I have found the inspiration that I need to get done what I need to do. And the last thing that I would say is to get moving, to get up, take deep breaths, and get moving. I'm going to show you. So you're in your day. Sometimes there's just too much going on, right? My mind is flooded with everything. One thing that I like to do is just pause and take a deep breath. So I want to encourage you to do that with me right now. Just gonna take one deep breath. Ready? Okay, let's do it again. When we take that deep breath, we are literally sending oxygen to our brains and we are shaking things up. Another thing that we can do that's really fun, especially if you have kids, I like to call it a countdown. So say you're feeling a little overwhelmed or you're just, or however you're feeling and you're just not feeling like yourself. One thing I like to do is a shakedown. I try to find a little corner where there isn't anybody and I just shake it down from 8 to 1. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, this is something that you can do that gets your heart racing a little bit. I find that for myself, I get in my head a lot, right? Because we're thoughtful, we're thinking about so many things, we're holding everything all the time. And sometimes we just need to get out of there. So for me, doing a quick shakedown, taking a deep breath, stretching my arms out wide, breathing in. These are very simple things that we can do. Neck rolls are really good. Looking right and looking left. Shaking out our wrists, those of us that spend too much time on our phones and on our computers. These are simple, simple things that have great impact because we have to make room for ourselves. We have to make room for our purpose. We have to make room for our dreams. And some of us are sitting here. I know I am. I'm sitting here on my phone all day long and I forget to drop my shoulders, to open my heart, and to be ready to face anything. And the message I really want to share with you today is that although this is an unprecedented time, we have been here before. And as Mary Kay women, oh my goodness, the resilience, the capabilities, we are built for times just like this. And I want to encourage you all to really tap into that can-do, unstoppable spirit of this brand that really connected you in the first place, and remind yourself that we are strong, we are resilient, we are warriors, we are capable of absolutely anything. And yes, we may have to put on a pink lip, and we might not wear our pants that day, and sometimes we have to shake it out, but that's what we're made for. We are capable, we are strong, and this time is a time like no other, but we are timeless. And the more we really reflect, connect, and open, we will emerge from this stronger and better than we have ever been.
Well, there you go with that. She talked briefly about a couple of products, which I love. Actually, I love all the Mary Kay products, but I'm going to show you just 3 things that I've enjoyed, especially using, like in the last few weeks and months. So the first is we have a Mary Kay Subtle Tanning Lotion. Now, I want to be clear with you, this does not have SPF in it, so it's not going to protect you from the sun. But I'm very particular about how much sun I like to have on my face, but I also do like to look like I have some color. So the Subtle Tanning Lotion will stimulate your melanocytes to give you more color in your face. And you'll see with regular application, daily application, you'll see deepening of your skin pigment, so like looking tan, within a week of starting to use the product just once a day. So it comes in a container like this, and it does not, I'm going to show you on the back of my hand here, it doesn't streak, it's not going to cause you to have any kind of an orange look. So it's just a white cream, but it goes on and is clear. So I've been using this on my face, perfectly safe to use it on your face, on your neck. I also use it on my arms and my legs. Because again, I don't want to have a lot of sun exposure and put myself at risk for skin aging, as well as skin cancers, quite honestly. So this is a wonderful product. The next thing I'm going to quickly show you is there's probably a lot of you will, during social distancing, obviously we weren't able to get to like the spa or to the nail salons. So I did my own pedicures with the Mary Kay satin hand set. And this is what that looks like. There's 3 pieces in here, and I'm not going to actually use this. I'm just going to show you. So there's a softener, and then there is a sugar scrub, and then there is a lotion to moisturize. You can use this on your feet. So that's what I did. So it comes in this size, the full size set, which is $36. And then I have available also these little mini sets, which is great if you want to just give it a try. And these make super cool gifts for people. So I've given a lot of these away, and this is just $4. I have plenty of those on hand. And then the last thing I'm going to show you is the Mary Kay oil-free eye makeup remover. So you see here how it's separated. Okay, so this retails for $17. You just give it a swish. Okay, and so normally I use this to take off my eye makeup, but what I'm going to show you today is I'm just going to put quickly a little lip color on. So let's say I'm going to pull that down a little bit there, like I made a mistake. So if I want to clean that up, what I do is just shake this up, and then I squeeze a tiny bit into, there's a reservoir in the cap. And so I just have a Q-tip. I'm going to get that damp with it, and I can take that and clean that up just like that. So it'll fix it. And as a side note, I've used this before actually to take lipstick off of clothing where I accidentally got it. I had a fairly bright color like a red or a pink, and I had a light color jacket on, and I accidentally got some on the sleeve. So I used a Q-tip and very gently dabbed and rubbed, and I was able to get that lipstick color out of there. So those are my tips or hacks for today. If you have any questions about any of those products, they're available on my website. That's www.marykay.com/SLBLACK. I'm sorry, SBLACK10011, and I will have that attached in the comments with this video when I post it. And I have all products on hand for you. Have a wonderful day.